Obviously, it was kind of a growing process last year, played your best basketball at the end of the season. What do you take away from the end of last year that you can kind of roll over this year as a team?
We just rebuild off of losing 8 seniors, just rebuilding with a younger group.
What do you like about this Southside team as you enter this upcoming season?
Our bond is just together as a team, just getting stronger and just being able to be competitive every practice or open gym or conditioning together.
Obviously, last year you were dealing with a new head coach. So now that you've had a year under coach, under his belt and under his watch, do you feel like you guys are a little bit more, I guess, in sync as a team? And how can you guys kind of like pick up where you left off and just continue that success?
I feel like it's a good because just learning and being right by Coach JJ's side, it just give you a more opportunity.
When you take a look at this team, who are some of the players that you expect? You said 8 seniors graduated. Who are some of the players you're expecting to fill big roles for this Southside squad?
Me, myself, Austin, Jordan, and that's it.
Who are some of the younger guys that you've seen good things from in open gym and throughout the summer?
So Ashton Johnson as a freshman, and Javion Langston, and that's it. That's all.
When you take a look at the SAC, no Keon, a lot of changes at Northside. This feels like a year where the SAC is really wide open. So how much does that excite you guys, and how hungry does that make you guys, knowing that if you guys take care of business, you could be one of those teams at the top of the SAC?
I think it make me feel like that is good for us, so we can be a contending team for a state championship.
With the Archers, how do you feel about this team going forward?
Well, yeah, I got my system in, and like you said, going forward, I lost 7 seniors, so now I'm back to ground zero, and I have to start all over. But the guys that I have coming in, some young guys, some new faces, that's a good group. They work hard, they're anxious, they want to learn. You know, they make some mistakes, but when you're working hard, you're willing to live with some of the mistakes that they make.
Obviously, graduated a lot of guys, as you said, but Langston in the post as a player. Jordan showed us some things last year, I believe, as a freshman. So you have some pieces to build around. Who are going to be some of the leaders and guys that are going to step up to big roles for the Archers this year?
Well, you just named them. Austin Jordan, I mean, expecting big things. Like you said, he was thrust into that role halfway in the season at the point guard spot. JT Langston is just full of potential, and if he ever understands, his capabilities, the kid can be a superstar in this league. We have some new faces that have come over that's going to help out, and Amari Hall is a senior that also is returning, and if he dedicates and puts his mind to it, he can be a heck of a player too.
November 5th is when you guys get to officially practice, but when you take a look at starting this season, what is going to be your focus early on with these guys when you finally do get on the practice floor as a team?
I think, with these guys just getting the basics down, putting in some basic sets on offense, the quicker we start learning, the better off we're going to be. When it comes down to defense and, like I said, the effort and hustle, these guys have shown me, all summer long what they're capable of. So I just think it's going to be a matter of finding something that suits their skills where I'm not limiting them and allowing them to be who they are.
You know the Fort Wayne basketball scene, the SAC. With some changes at Northside, this feels like, for the first time in a while, a very wide open, anybody could win type of year. How much do you preach that to the guys, and how hungry do you think that maybe makes this team, knowing that, if we play to our potential, we do things right, we could be one of those teams competing for an SAC championship? You're
exactly right. I tell these guys, whether, Northside was Northside of old or Northside of this year, it's all about us. We control our own destiny. You have to put in the work. And that's just it. This is Fort Wayne. This is the SAC. They're still talented team. There's still talent, not just in SAC, but when you look at, Blackhawk and teams that are surrounding this area, you have to come, you have to play night in and night out. But I tell these guys, we come in and you play as a group and you play collectively. I like our chances against anybody.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add, Coach?
No, that's it. We look forward to working with you this year.
Any more books in the work?
I do. I need an illustrator. Give me an illustrator, so I got a couple of them ready to go.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach. Hey,